my scrappy friends, this is Hannah with you, and I am sharing a layout that I started last year using one of the Clique Kits kit. I should have been prepared to tell you what kit this was. I'm not really sure. I want to say maybe it was in the summer. I remember the kit. It was a really fun kit. It was just very, very hard for me to use because it had a lot of this, like, the primary colors and like themey things that I don't normally use. But anyway, so I started this last year and I decided that I should finish it. So, this is sort of part of the series where I've been taking old footage and sharing it with you. But at this point, I'm just about at the point where I am just using, working with layouts that I haven't finished. So I thought, what better to do than to actually finish these layouts? So I'll let you know when we get to the part where I actually did this recently. So I really love how it turned out. I wasn't so sure about it when I was working on it, which is why I stopped. So this is a photo of my son with a book he's reading. And yeah, so I took that. This is an 8.5 by 11 layout, and I took that starbursty, I guess that's a starburst, right? Red starburst. Well, it's yellow with red. And then I added just some of the paint that we got in our kit and some black splatters. And I like how that looks. It's not super perfect and everything. So I thought about using that Yes You Can piece. I could not find that when I was going back later. So that's not going to end up on there. That was that red stuff. You probably can see it better than I can, but it was part of some a washi tape paper, like pack, that you just had the strips. So this paper line that I'm using, some of it is from Studio 41, I want to say is what it's called. It's fun. They had some stamps too that we got in the kit. So at this point, this is now. So I'm going to be pulling in a whole bunch of other stuff. I do use stuff from this kit though, because why not? I mean, it kind of works. But I also pulled out some other stuff that wasn't part of the kit that I thought would match with those colors, because I don't use yellow very often like this, and I don't use a lot of primary colors either, just in general. Like, I really actually stay away from red a lot of the time because sometimes it can look kind of like murderous, I guess. So that red paper is actually pink paisley, and that is from a really old kit. Like, I had that kit when I was in Hawaii, and it was Clique Kits. I'm using some One Canoe 2 paper, and I use, let's see, I think that also was pink paisley too. So they had some neutrally papers that I had left over, and I don't know about you, but I keep my papers together by storing them by kit, unless I bought stuff separately or I have a lot of stuff from certain designers. So I try to keep like either companies together or designers. So I have like some boxes with crepe paper stuff, some boxes with Chamel stuff, a box with Maggie Holmes. I really could have a Pink Fresh Studio box because I have quite a bit of that stuff. But I also keep, when I get kits, I keep them in the bags, and I keep them in, I have some containers that I can just put them in and then put them on the shelf. So, and a lot of times I will remember, oh yeah, I had this from this kit, and it just helped me find the things that I need. So there was some more red paper there's those cards, and I'm going to cut out. So I cut out the Just Be You, and that was Pink Fresh Studio. That was like a really old collection. Also also that was from when I was in Hawaii. So, I mean, I still have kits together from when I was in Hawaii. It's crazy to me. Sometimes I'm like, what the heck was I thinking? But anyway, but when I want to go get it and it's all together, I'm really happy that it's there. So on that paper, that was from the collection, right? The main kit from Clique Kits. There was these cards, like 3x4 and 4x6 cards that had different like stuff on it, like action hero-y stuff. And there's this word bubble, thought bubble, right? And here's my cat, Mako. Sorry about it. I had to cut some of this out because he was on there for a while. And I try to work around him. Amberly was on my desk that weekend too. So both the cats just decided to be my friend today. You know, it happens. So in the kit, that was that super acrylic word. That was from Bramble Box. And then I found some other Clique Kit stuff, like one of the summer kits that we had that little yellow piece on it. That's from Ellie Studio, and I had that star. As you can see, I'm trying to work around Mako. He just keeps coming back. He really just wants me to play with him and pet him, you know, like all cats, right? When you're busy, they want you to pet them. So the tags, that tag that I'm using, I think is Pretty Little Studio, and that was also in that Clique Kits. So I had these Ellie Studio stars, and they were similar colors. So I'm going to use stars pretty much on here, and using that paperclip star really helped me get that idea of, oh, I should use stars. So this photo, like I said, is of my son. He's reading, but it took him a long time to read. Much longer than my girls. So we really had to like focus on reading last year. Well, I guess it was really like the summer of last year, and at the beginning of last year, I had to like really slow things down for him so that he could read better, so he could be more in his grade level. So, and I think it's just because he started kindergarten a little bit early, I guess, is probably part of it. So I could have let him have an extra year, but he's smart in other areas. I think some people just take longer to read. But so I really wanted to document this because he was really starting to get really good at reading last year. And so it was a really nice milestone to like mention and show, you know, so later on in life he'll be able to look at this and go, oh yeah, you know, I worked really hard and I learned how to read. So the title is going to be Learning to Read, and I use those Bella Boulevard stickers. Those are really not a nice thickness for a title like that, for something like this that is on a smaller scale layout. Yeah, I will say I had to put those on with glue later because they come off really easily. But anyway, you know, sometimes that's how it is with some of those alphas. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'm going to continue to finish layouts that I have started, and I'll continue to share them, and I hope that you guys join me. I'll talk to you guys later, and have a great and inspired week. Bye.